Okay, so here we're looking at factorising rather more difficult trinomials, and particularly here a method called grouping will come in useful. So here you can see you've got this quadratic equation with quite large coefficients at the beginning, in front of the first term and the last term. That makes it pretty tricky to guess and use trial and error trying to figure out how this factorizes, because you've got 6, 1, 3 and 2 there, you've got 21, 10 and 2, 4 and 5 there. Leads to a lot of different combinations of factors. There is a sure method of finding it out though. Basically involves splitting apart this middle term and then refactorizing your equation as if it's 2 halves. So here's what you do. Take the first coefficient, the last constant, multiply them together, and in this case you'll get a positive 120. Now you think of the factors of 120 that are going to make minus 23. Still not easy, but it's easier than thinking about all the different possible combinations of 6 and 20 factors. So here we're just saying what factors of that make minus 23. With a bit of playing around, you'll find that that is minus 8 and minus 15. So you're going to rewrite the middle term as minus 8x minus 15x instead of the minus 23x it started out as. And then what you're going to do is you're going to factorize this equation as 2 halves, which is essentially what factorizing by grouping is. So factorize that bit and then factorize that bit afterwards. So out of the left part I've taken a 2x, which left me with 3x minus 4. Out of the right part I've just taken a minus 5, which left me with 3x minus 4. And that's how grouping works. You'll notice the same factor popped up there and there. So you can now look at this equation as 2 halves and say 3x minus 4 is in both of those bits. So I'll pull 3x minus 4 out as a common factor. So there it is. As out of that part you remain with a 2x, and if you take 3x minus 4 out of this part, you're just left with a minus 5. Well, there you have 2 sets of brackets as a product, which is your factorization. If you want to check that, you can just do your FOIL, your first outside inside last method. 3x minus 2x, yes, 6x squared, minus 15x minus another 8x gives you minus 23x, minus 4 minus 5 gives you positive 20, and you are done.